So since the price of Bitcoin right now is flashing us a very interesting scenario, I am sure you guys want to find out in which trend duration the price of Bitcoin might be possibly heading. Is it going to be a bullish continuation like this, or is it going to be more of a sideways, even some pullback before deciding the actual trend duration? As you can see, I have prepared some interesting charts which are pointing us where the price of Bitcoin might be possibly heading. So please watch this video till the end and destroy that like button right now, not at the end. And just a friendly reminder to those individuals who have not claimed their bonuses: Bybit free $200 futures airdrop, either Bitcoin USDT position airdrop or Ethereum USDT position airdrop. Along with that, Bybit is also giving around 30,000 in deposit bonus. So if you haven't claimed these bonuses, please check the video description. Now, first thing first, if you look at this price action of Bitcoin and look at this liquidation heat map, you can see very clearly, guys, we have liquidity clusters on both sides, to the upside, to the downside, which will be acting as support and resistance. I mean, these lines, the liquidity cluster could be attracting us in the medium short term around 68,000, but this trend line will be acting as resistance. So in a 24-hour time frame, if you look at this liquidation heat map, we could be range bounding. I mean, price of Bitcoin could be showing more of a range bound for a few days before continuing with this actual impulsive move. Because if you look at this price structure here using this parabolic curve pattern, you can see it would make a lot of sense if the price of Bitcoin is going to show more of a range bound for a few days. I mean, since we are following this exact formation, the parabolic curve pattern step-like formation, you can see this breakout could be a formation of base 4. And why base 4? Because base 1 has been formed, base 2 has also been formed, base 3 has also been formed. And if you look at this example, after the X, right, this is X, the stock price doubles in a very short time. And if you compare this move with base 1, base 2 and base 3, you can see this move here to form base 4 has actually been parabolic. So that means if the price of Bitcoin for the medium short term for the coming days is going to show more of a range bound, even this parabolic curve pattern will play out perfectly, which will result in another breakout. Price of Bitcoin heading towards the sell point, and only after that start with this corrective move. So what I'm trying to pinpoint is that if the price of Bitcoin is going to show more of a range bound, prepare yourself accordingly, because it could be resulting in a final move around 91,000 before starting with another corrective move like this. Yes, you heard that correctly, guys. If the price of Bitcoin starts showing more of a range bound, I want you to be prepared, because in a bigger frame, it has never been that easy to break out of the previous high. We got rejected twice. Now this here is another rejection. I mean, price failing to find proper support over 69,000. So in this example, the pivot point theory, you can see before we got the buying opportunity, we found support over the previous high. So in our case, since we are hovering around 67,000, we definitely need the price of Bitcoin to hold this trend line. If we can do that, I mean, if the price can find proper support over 69,000, then we will be continuing with this actual impulsive move where the price could be heading to us to form this sell point. So what I'm trying to pinpoint is that in a daily time frame, in a bigger time frame, we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to show more of a range bound, even according to this symmetrical triangle. I have already talked about this plenty of time in my videos. I mean, price has already broken out. We even had this huge shakeout, but buyer stepped in and price is back above 66,000 range. So what I'm trying to pinpoint is that just like I shown you an example, we might be also showing more of a range bound for a few days before starting with this actual impulsive move. So if this is going to play out, price of Bitcoin showing more of a range bound, just like I shown you an example, then we are prepared. I mean, we are prepared because even according to this leading indicator, R1 is the first target, R2 is the second target, and the best case scenario for this month of March is going to be this R3 line, which sits around 91,000. Yes, guys, if the price of Bitcoin manages to break above this 69,000, then you can see according to this leading indicator, it will result in another impulsive move. Next target at 2 line 77,800, at 3 line best case target 91,600. So that's why it is very, very important that the price of Bitcoin finds proper support above this monthly arrow line. Failing to do that could result in a move like this. Furthermore, range bound price consolidating around this area for a while before turning bullish, because we have just found out it has happened in past price action. Price consolidating for a while, range bounding for a few days before turning bullish. And now, beside this example, guys, even if you look at this price action here in a smaller time frame, I mean in a hourly time frame, this could be playing out as an inverted head and shoulder. If this is going to be a bullish continuation pattern, because inverted head and shoulder is usually a bullish continuation pattern, we want the price not just only to break the neckline, right, which is somewhere around 66, 67,000, but also above 68, 69,000. Only after doing that, we know this will be looked as a bullish continuation pattern with price objective from the head till the neckline, you can see around 76, 77,000. So if that is going to happen, you can see even this monthly R2 line will play out perfectly, which is around 77,000. So for this bullish continuation to play out, we need the price of Bitcoin to break above 68, 69,000 at any cost, because we know any sort of a pullback in a daily time frame, even in a weekly time frame, we have support lying for Bitcoin. Number one support is this ascending channel. The upper trend line rejected us a couple of times. This same line acted as a line of support. So if the price of Bitcoin is going to show more of a range bound, this rising trend line will be looked as a support, and price of Bitcoin after that is expected to continue with this uptrend, because right now, beside this rising trend line support, we also have support from this Williams Alligator indicator. This Williams Alligator indicator will be looked as support in case of retracement. So as long as the price remains above the CPI line, which will be in between 52,900 to 58,000 range, right? It will be just a temporary pullback, because we know during uptrend, this trend lines has always been looked as one very important support line. So just like from this past price action during uptrend, any sort of a pullback will be looked as a temporary pullback, and price of Bitcoin after that is expected to continue with this new uptrend, because we know after range bounding for a few days, we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to follow this parabolic curve pattern with a final move around the sell point, which could be in between 90,000, 91,000, and only after that starting with this actual bearishness. So what I want you guys to do is to simply monitor the support which you have around 52,900, or let's say 53,000 to 58,000. As long as we remain above these trend lines, above this range, any sort of a pullback would not bother us that much. So please guys, please, in case of doubt, I want you to simply zoom out. But Anup, why only bullish scenarios? What in case if the price fails to continue this uptrend, starts breaking below 53, 58,000? What in that case? In that case, we are going to look at this formation which played out in past price action. I mean, price failing to break the previous high, resulting in a corrective move, which brought us around 0.5.618 Fibonacci line, where we found support and started this bullish, or let's say parabolic move. In our case, we are also hovering around the previous high. So if the price fails to find support in between 53,000, 58,000, then we are expecting another continuation in between 38 to 40,000 range, find support around that area, and only after that turn parabolic. So regardless of this worst case scenario, regardless of what could be happening in the medium short term, I am still bullish. I mean, I am actually expecting the price, even after some corrective move, to continue with this new uptrend. So for me, this 90,000 price objective seems realistic. So I will be focusing more on this monthly at 3 lines. So these were some of the quick update that I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed my vlog, then please guys, please try that like button. And to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit that subscribe button. And also a friendly reminder to those individuals who have not claimed their bonuses. Bybit free $200 futures airdrop, either Bitcoin USD position airdrop or Ethereum USD position airdrop. Bybit is also giving around 30,000 in deposit bonus. So if you haven't claimed your bonuses, please check the video description. So guys, by saying this, I'm signing out until next time. Bye-bye.